Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is another Asian movie collection addendum video. And it's that time of year where we're in the holiday spirit, so I like to do more of these videos this time of year, and I will probably continue to do more of these over the next month or two. Because again, as I always say, I always have catching up to do with the Blu-rays and DVDs that I've purchased throughout the year. So tonight we're going to focus mostly on Hong Kong and Japan. And we got some really good releases here. Very good ones. Most are pretty recent as well. And all are Blu-rays with some DVDs mixed in. So let's get started here. And as usual, I'll include titles for all these in the description box below. The first Blu-ray we are covering tonight is the Unearthed Classics Region A Blu-ray release of Calamity, the Calamity of Snakes. Yes, I've done multiple reviews on this. I think possibly one in my Asian horror playlist, and then I did a separate review of this as well. And in that review, I did mention that, this is part of like that Hong Kong, I wouldn't call it irresponsible filmmaking, but it really kind of was. This movie's about a group of people who get attacked by snakes, but the snakes have a good reason to attack them and be angry because they do some bad things to the snakes at the beginning of the movie, and the brethren of the snakes that were killed come back for revenge. That's basically your movie. And, this is right up there with, like, the centipede horror and red spells red and those types of movies where you have, like, animal attack type stuff. And Hong Kong, you did these movies quite well. They're pretty, I don't know what you call it, a little weird, but there's certain scenes that you'll just never forget. And it's not like, I discussed the animal violence in this one, and, thankfully this has multiple versions. It has the uncut version and the cruelty-free version. And, but there's a lot of fun stuff outside of the animal violence, and that's why this movie is so good. And I discussed that in my full-length review. Now, this has multiple special features. From Shaw to Snakes, the venom and violence of early Chinese language horror cinema. That's a special featurette here on the Blu-ray. Reptilian Recollections. The original English dub is also included, as well as the the Cantonese version. And then there's also a Mandarin language version as well. But I watched the Cantonese version, I believe, for this one. Commentary with Nathan Hamilton and Brad Slayton. And then alternate credits and a gallery. So there's a lot of good special features. I remember the print being quite good. But like I said, like in this one, you really got to watch the full cut. Because it's something like Red Spells Red or like Centipede Horror. You might miss a few minutes of dicey footage that they'll cut for the animal cruelty-free version. But I mentioned in my review that this film is 10 minutes shorter in the cruelty-free version. So you really got to watch the full length thing. And really what you got here is a bunch of snakes, getting murdered in some scenes. So it's, a dicey movie, okay, if you're a snake lover for sure in real life. But if you're into like the more exploitative aspects of Hong Kong cinema, this is one of the best of their animal attack type films from back in the day. So I do recommend the film if you're into that kind of thing. And then we have another recent release of a pretty solid actioner. It's a Girls with Guns flick. And this is the Eureka Region B Blu-ray release of She Shoots Straight. Yes, She Shoots Straight, starring Joyce Godenzi and Karina Lau, with a special appearance by Sammo Hung. But he only has like a little minor role in this. Again, I did a full-length review of this years ago, before this Blu-ray release was even announced. And basically the plot in this, it's a typical like cops versus robbers type flick, and then something bad happens in the middle, and it's more like a revenge flick during the latter half. And this is meant to showcase some of the girls with guns, the ladies in the action movies. And this is one of my favorite subgenres of Hong Kong horror. And I got into it back in the day when I really started exploring Hong Kong cinema. And it's they had some ladies who could really move And the action scenes are good quality stuff. And this is one that you should definitely check out if you're into like that type of thing. Just Hong Kong actioners in general, really. And this has a good amount of special features here. You got slipcase with limited artwork. Get the Hong Kong theatrical cut. You also get the English dub as an option if you want to watch. I never watch the English dubs for stuff like this, unless it's something for like Ricky O, where it's just hilarious, you know. I always watch the original language on these, typically. Feature-length commentary by Frank Zheng. He always does great commentaries. There's another commentary from Mark Leader and Arnie Venema. Interview with Valerie So, Professor of Asian American Studies. Brand new filming locations featurette. That's nice. I should watch that. You don't get that a lot on Blu-rays, right? And then some other stuff, too, as well as a collector's booklet. And, yes, I like the front cover, too, with the white and the red and everything. So this is a very solid movie. Directed by Corey Yun as well. So, yes, if you haven't seen this and you're into Hong Kong actioners, you got to watch it. Now, this is the big one from, like, the Hong Kong side of things. And I don't know if a lot of people know about this release. I saw it on Yes Asia. Once in a while, I like to go on, like, Yes Asia or DDD House and just sort the releases by release date, just to see what the recent stuff that has come out. And this is a Blu-ray DVD dual set. So you get the Blu-ray and DVD for each movie. And this is the 20th anniversary commemorative set of the Trilogy, the horror films from the Pang brothers. And these are films that I've also reviewed multiple times on this channel, both of my Asian horror playlist, and then I did review the 1 and 2 separately during one of my October horror marathons. And these are all Region A Blu-rays, Region 3 DVDs, all right? So let's open this up here. There's some pretty good artwork in this as well. So we have, let me actually fire up the Yes Asia website here. So this is limited to 666 sets. It's still available right now. It is, per the Yes Asia website, so you can still buy it. It includes all three movies, the I2, and the I3, which was released as the I10. Very confusing title. I never really understood why they titled the I3 as the I10. But it is kind of a part comedy, so it might have something to do with it. You get 3 movie poster cards, an anniversary booklet, and a bookmark set. And then DVD and Blu-rays for all 3 movies. So this is kind of like the interior artwork, and it has kind of like this slanted kind of slide case type thing. I really like the green and the black. I like the black with the green. I'm a neon guy. I love neon. And this gives me like that neon flavor. And then this is the back. It's a pretty sweet set in terms of like the artwork here. And then on the inside, all right, we got, this is the bookmarks. They're pretty dark, but I actually need some bookmarks. Usually when I read a book, I use like those old, you remember those bank rolls you take when you were a kid? You have like the penny rolls that you stuff your change in, and then you take it to the bank and they give you, or they deposit it in your account. I'm dating myself, people. But yeah, I usually use those to bookmark my books, but now I have actual bookmarks. And then we got like postcards for each movie. That's almost like the poster for each film in like a little postcard form. I'm not the biggest into like postcards in box sets, but you know, it's nice. It's artwork, right? You could consider it that. Then you have the booklet. Now the booklet, I already took a look inside. It's not English, but there's not. Oh, there is. I missed this. It does have introductions. It looks like in Chinese and English. Oh, I missed that first page. Nice. It says a little intro, but the rest of the booklet is just in Chinese. But it has a bunch, it's a picture booklet, basically. So, you know, each page will have like a picture with a little bit with a line in Chinese there, see? But that's a nice booklet. And then we have the actual movies that are in their own case. So So you have the original eye here in its own case, and on the inside, you get the Blu-ray and the DVD. And this is how each of these cases is kind of structured. And you get, a lot of artwork on the back as well. And this is the Eye 2. I think the first two Eye films are actually pretty consistent with each other in terms of overall quality. I like both of them. The Eye 10, or as I call it, the Eye 3, is I was never really a big fan of it. But one of these days, maybe it'll grow on me. It has a little bit more of a comedic slant to it. But yeah, this set is not cheap. I mean, yeah, you get 3 movies, Blu-ray, DVD each, with all this stuff in it, and it's going to cost you around $100 total. So it's on the expensive side for a 3-movie set for sure, but it's very, very, very good. And I've yet to watch these on Blu-ray. Actually, I'll probably do this during horror season next October. I'll fire all these up. I'll leave these bookmarks out because I'm definitely going to use them immediately. But yeah, I was kind of surprised they released this because Pang Brothers don't get a lot of tricked out releases for their movies, which really has been frustrating me over the years. I've been wanting to see releases of Abnormal Beauty and Diary and Recycle and stuff on Blu-ray, and I don't think any of those have been released yet. But hopefully, if this sells well, we'll get some additional releases on their other films. You see how this just slides kind of right in there? There you go. That's the Eye set. That's a big one. So I look forward to seeing those on Blu-ray too, because they have some pretty good visuals, those movies. And the special features, outside of the stuff that I mentioned on the Yes Asia website, I don't think there's any other like big special features on there. Let me just double check. I don't think so. Although there's some stuff in Chinese here in the Blu-ray and DVD section. I don't really know if there's some other stuff in there, unfortunately. But I'm happy with it. All right, let's get to the other stuff here. We got the Japanese stuff. This is the United States Region A Blu-ray release from Hi-Ya of Bad City. Bad City, baby. I did a review of this. This is a fun action flick. It's from the same people who gave us Hydra, but this has more of a complete story and character work in it. And you got Tak Sakaguchi back there playing the badass as usual. I have a review of this on my channel if you want the whole, kit and caboodle of info on it. But it's basically cops and bad guys. Cops versus Yakuza. And the fighting in this is good. It's like I mentioned in my review, it's very scrappy, kind of realistic fighting. And that's how these guys like to do their stuff, this particular crew. And there's some really good, like, 1 versus many or, 2 versus many fight scenes where people are just, like, throwing people off them, just trying to do, like, basic disabling maneuvers and just stay alive and on their feet. So it's pretty cool, man. I like this movie quite a bit. And special features, it has the original language and the English language version, I believe, as well as a trailer. So that's all you get with this. But the movie is fun. If you want a recent Japanese actioner that's, like, fun, I definitely recommend Bad City. I hope these guys keep making movies, because they're, hopefully their budgets can keep inching up, too. Another one is a recent release from Discotek. Region A Blu-ray of Suicide Club. This is a Shion Sono film. This one, I remember when I first saw it, I wasn't that big on it, but over the years I've grown to appreciate the horror elements in it. I like quite a bit. But there's other elements to it I'm not a big fan of, and I mentioned this in my my Asian horror playlist when I reviewed this. I don't think I reviewed this separately yet, but I should. I definitely should. Obviously, this director has come under fire for some accusations against him in recent years, but I separate the art from the artist, so I really don't care. But yeah, this is an interesting movie if you're into just good horror set pieces. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, in my opinion, the movie itself, and the sequel doesn't add anything to it, in my opinion. The Noriko's Dinner Table, which is more like a drama, but it also doesn't fix the holes that are in this. So you gotta go in with a little bit of leeway in terms of everything making sense. But in terms of like the horror content, this is good. Not many special features. Not many special features on this. You get the movie, basically. And then the other big release. Huge release. I got this last year. I got this like a year ago. I reviewed all of these movies in my Asian horror playlist, but I haven't reviewed them separately, and I think I'll probably do that maybe next October. And this set is sweet. This is the Arrow Video Region B Blu-ray set of Yokai Monsters. Yes, Yokai. These are the old school flicks from, like, I want to say the 1960s they came out, something like that. And this is 3 movies. You get 100 Monsters, Spook Warfare, Along with Ghosts. Oh, it's 4 movies, I forgot. And also you get the Takashi Miike film, The Great Yokai War. Oh yeah, so it's 4 movies in this set. So this is a pretty fantastic collection. Out of all 4 of these movies, I think I like Miike's film the most. It has like the most vibrancy to it, and it's the modern one. Miike's is the only modern one in this. It came out in like 2005, I believe. But yeah, these are basically about yokai monsters, and you'll have a group of human characters who interact with basically good guy Japanese yokai monsters, and they have to fight against a common enemy together. It's typically how the movies go. But I haven't seen the original trilogy in quite a while. But yes, this comes with 4 movies, and the special features are insane. So let's go film by film here. So you have the first case, which is all 3 of the classic films. Pretty cool artwork in this, man. I'm a big fan of like Japanese yokai. I got books on yokai. I got movies on yokai, about yokai, little documentary things about yokai. They're just like the old school Japanese ghouls and goblins type stuff. You know, like legendary creatures and stuff like that. And they're pretty fun because they have very particular cultural aspects to them as well, which makes them very interesting. So of the first 3 movies here, you get a brand new documentary giving a primer on yokai for Western audiences. That's perfect. Featuring interviews with various experts. You get a trailer for the first movie and an image gallery. And then on the second disc, you get both of the movie 2 and 3 of the original trilogy and re-released trailers and stuff like that. So the big special feature in this is the primer, which I have not seen, but I should watch that. I would be very interested to do so. And most of the movies are good. I think the third yokai movie, Along with Ghosts, I thought was just kind of okay, but you could check them out in my Asian horror playlist, my thoughts on all of them. Then on the second disc, you get the Miike, the 4th film, the Miike film. And, yeah, I like the artwork on this. That's pretty sweet. Whoever did the artwork for this, it's pretty neat. These would make great posters. Look at that. You have Chiaki Kuriyama right in the middle of that freaking picture. And, yeah, on this one you get a whole bunch of technical things, new audio commentary by Tom Mess, archival interviews with Miike, 2 shorts detailing the further adventures of the yokai, more short films regarding the character, publicity and promotional event coverage, a documentary on the young film star Ryunosuke Kamiki, who recently starred in Godzilla -1. So if you want a documentary on the dude, on the little kid in this movie who grew up to be in Godzilla -1, you get a little segment on that. Very relevant that I'm covering this at this point. So that's pretty cool. And you get trailers and stuff like that. So yeah, this release is just, it's fantastic. Just fantastic. And you know, all the films I think are worth watching. And then you get the booklets. You get a little yokai, a little like informative little poster here with all the different yokai, and you get like little statements on each of them there, describing them. Yeah, I like the girl with the long neck, Rokuro Kubi. And I like what's the name of the one that's an umbrella hopping up and down? You got it. Oh, there he is. Karakasa Obake. A playful yokai in the form of the oil paper umbrella adopted from China during the Tang Dynasty. Oh, that's sweet. And this folds out like this. Nice. And then you get the booklet. Pretty thick booklet here. And it's about... How many pages is this bad boy? Doesn't really say. Is there a table of contents here? No, there is. Alright, so it's... You get a whole bunch of write-ups, folks. A write-up on each film's cast and crew. Then you get a diverse trilogy of terror, Daiei's classic yokai films, along with ghosts visiting the yokai monsters, the tales of Shigeru Mizuki, the Great Yokai War press notes, and then about the transfers. And this is about 60 pages long. And you get pictures in there and everything. So the booklet's really good. So yeah, this release is pretty awesome. Should still be able to get it, I assume. But yeah, remember, it's a Region B release, though. At least the one I got was Region B. But yes, if any of you picked any of these up, let me know what you think. And yes, we're still getting some really good releases of Asian movies, which I'm very happy about. And yes, give me your thoughts below, and I'll be back again probably in a week or two with another one of these addendum videos. And as always, folks, I'll see you next time.